The middle of a snowstorm isn't usually when someone prepares for a fly fishing trip. But to be fair, this isn't the usual fly fishing trip. Hours of planning and preparation go into a trip like this. Luckily for me, I have a little buddy that likes to help in the preparation process. As I prepare to trek across the desert, visions of what's to come play through my mind.
Here we go, baby. That's what we came for. Nice fish.
For me and my friends, this trip is our yearly pilgrimage. This is our journey across the desert to Mecca as we search for the elusive Lahontan Cutthroat. The contrast as we leave our snowy home in Utah and head to the dry desert is stark. There's definitely some road trip delirium that sets in. For me, it's about mile 500. As I approach my final destination, seemingly out of nowhere, a giant lake appears, and the anticipation fully sets in. What's up, everybody? Just made it. I realized it's officially been about 19 months since I last made a truck camping video. So quickly, I want to thank everybody that has encouraged me to get back out and do another video. I just rolled up here to the lake. Conditions look beautiful right now. We got nice overcast sky, a little bit of chop on the water. I've just been driving around for a little bit. I think I'm gonna get set up here, try this out, and then maybe find a spot to camp tonight. Finally all bundled up here. We're gonna head out, see if we can't catch something. Most everybody else is cleared out, which is either really good or really bad, so we'll see how we do. I still love the weather right now. This is typically when this place fishes the best, when it's overcast and there's a nice chop on the water. Update, it's cold, windy, and no fish. Trying to decide if I'm gonna stay here for a while or if I'll go try to find another beach. The sky's really pretty. I'll maybe give this another half hour or so and then go see if I can find a different spot. My first catch of the day is somebody else's line. Look at this. Somebody's big old spoon. That was cold. I'm gonna get warmed up for a second. It's about 3:30 now, so I'm gonna go try to find a place to set up camp and then fish until it gets dark, and then we'll get settled in and make dinner. So far, kind of par for the course for what we expect out here. Conditions have been great. Fishing's been slow. I've only fished for a little bit, but this is the beach that I'm going to camp at tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and fish until the sun goes down, and then I'll come get set up in my truck and hang out for the night. We caught one, pretty nice one. That was nice to at least get the skunk off and get one on the board for the trip. Sun's just going down now. Sunset's real pretty. You can fish for a little bit after the sunset, about an hour after the sunset. So I'm gonna fish this for a little bit longer, then go up into the truck and get settled for dinner and then for bed. All right, still getting situated back here. I kind of threw everything in here, so I gotta organize it all a little bit. Well, I was gonna do some steaks and some sourdough, but I forgot to take the steaks out of the cooler, so they are still frozen. So instead of steaks tonight, I've got some pupusas, which I think is that a Peruvian food? Yeah, I think it's from Peru. I'm not sure on that. But it's like a mixture of, this one's got like birria in it, like that meat, with some cheese, and it's honestly pretty good. And I can cook those up real quick here, so I'm just gonna cook that up. Don't worry, I got the mesh open right now. That back door's not closed, so I'm not gonna kill myself in here. So we just got these pupusas. I think we got these at Costco. They're pretty good. Basically like meat and cheese pockets. Only one fish today, but for getting here in the afternoon and not getting to put in a ton of time, I'm not too upset with that. Especially here at Pyramid. To get one and kind of get the skunk off of the trip is a big deal. So we'll see how tomorrow does. And then I got some friends that are coming up on Wednesday. I think it's a lot more fun, a lot more exciting when you're out here with friends. While those are finishing cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my pajamas and get warm and ready for bed. And you see the cheese pouring out of them? Means they're good. So we'll shut this off. Let them cool down for a minute. It's pretty good. About as easy as it gets. You're just basically heating up. It's already made. I definitely don't sleep with the propane heater on, but it does work pretty well to get it all heated up in here. I shut it off. That little thermoelectric fan does a good job circulating everything. I'm pretty wiped. It was a long day. Woke up early, drove all day. Took me about 8 hours to get here, so I'm gonna turn in early tonight. Just relax, take it easy, and watch a show. It's about 5:30. I slept great.
I just turned the heater on, get it warmed up back here while I get dressed. It got down to about 35 degrees back here last night, but it honestly wasn't bad.
Well, not much happening this morning. Didn't get any takes. I'm gonna fish for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna come set up and make breakfast and get some coffee, warm up for a little bit. but I'm gonna try it just for a little bit more. It's pretty calm today, pretty clear, not a lot happening on the water, but it looks like most everybody is cleared out for the week, which is really nice. Pretty much got the place to myself now.
But it ain't all bad, windows are cracked, I can down to hear you laughing in the kitchen, babe. Let's pour some wine, there's still a little time, and maybe a little bit left in me to say. Be still, be quiet, the world's a giant, I ain't ever had myself with David's heart. I'll say sorry to God for all the trouble I caused, maybe that's a good place for me to start.
Well, still no fish for the day. I just was talking to a couple other guys that have been fishing, and they got skunked yesterday and haven't caught anything yet today. So I guess I feel grateful for the one that we did catch last night. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here, make some breakfast, and then decide if I want to stay here or if I want to relocate. I'm gonna make up some French toast this morning. Got a sourdough loaf that I baked before I left. I'm gonna use this cinnamon roll Flavor God flavoring. It's pretty good for my cinnamon. And then I got some bacon and eggs. Look at that, a little bacon. Looks delicious. We got a little French toast, eggs, and bacon. Whew. Got a little maple syrup. I haven't had French toast in a long time. With the sourdough, it's always delicious. And I've actually never tried it with that cinnamon roll flavoring. It's delicious. I think this is what I enjoy most about this trip is the fishing isn't always like crazy, like high numbers. Every day is kind of exciting because you have that potential for catching a big fish. But it's just like being out here. I'm not on a really a routine or a schedule. I can eat when I want. If the fishing's really good, then I will just kind of snack throughout the day and then eat dinner. But if it's a slow day and there's not a lot happening, then I can just kind of relax and make a good meal. I love camping right next to the water too. You could just hear those waves all night long, water crashing onto the shore. I slept great, stayed warm. I saw so many fish this morning kind of rolling around me that I might try this spot a little bit longer. See if some of the chironomids start hatching or something. And if it's just kind of a bust, then I'll go drive around and see what's up. But this is my favorite beach to camp at, and I would prefer to stay here. I usually don't eat breakfast. That's a big hearty breakfast. It's gonna be really hard to stay awake out there on the ladder. It's a good orange. When I'm camping, I just clean everything up with these. It's really nice not to have to do the dishes. Just wipe everything down and we're good to go. everybody that I've talked to hasn't really had much luck anywhere, so I might as well just stay here where I'm set up. Sometimes as it gets warmer, chironomid hatch comes on, so we'll try it here for a little bit. I've been fishing here all day and we haven't had one take, so this is my favorite beach, and I'm a little bit sad that it's not producing, but from what I've heard over the report of the last week is people are having more success on the opposite end of this lake. So I think we're going to get packed up here and go try to find a new beach. Well, today was kind of a bust for fishing. I ended up over here at a different spot. There's a group of guys and a few of them right at the point caught a few fish, but otherwise it was pretty slow for everybody today. So fingers crossed that we can get into them a little bit more tomorrow. My group of friends are all going to be here tomorrow, so that'll at least keep conversation and my mind going a little bit more. But I think I'm gonna go find a different spot to camp. This spot's fairly busy, so I'll just go find a spot that I can post up for the night and then decide where I'm gonna fish in the morning. Shout out to Blackbeard Fire Starters, my favorite fire starters on the market. You can use the discount code TREG10 if you want to purchase something off their website. Woo! First strike. Well, if the fishing was crappy today, at least the food can be good. I'm gonna get those T-bone steaks or do that, and then we'll do some sourdough, and I've got some honey and butter that I can make up a little honey butter spread. Right there. Let's get the butter, pepper. We got the thick kosher salt. There we go. Nice thick piece. My bread. We got our steak. Let's see how we did. What a great sear. Perfect. In my opinion, steak is a finger food. Especially a T-bone steak, because you got to be able to gnaw the meat off of the bone. Literally doesn't get any better than this. Steak is just perfect. Not one fish today, but this is a good way to end the day. Let's try our bread. Couldn't ask for a better night. There's no wind blowing at all. This is the best part of a T-bone. Just get to gnaw the meat off of the bone. Unsuccessful day fishing, successful day camping. We'll put it that way. There's always tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up, get in my pajamas, and relax. So I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow.
Well, about 5:30. Let's go get after it. Today's a new day. Yeah, baby. We're on one. Woo. Nice one. There we go, baby. That's what we came for. Nice fish. Hey, bud. Have a good day. Well, it's cold and windy, but we got one to the net this morning, so grateful for that. I am going to take a break for a minute and make some coffee so I can hopefully stop shivering. Then I'm going to get back out there. Hands aren't working. Do some hard-boiled eggs. The sun's coming out. Well, I'm excited for today. Got one, and with as rough as these conditions are, there's always that potential that it turns into a really good day. It's a good day regardless. But when you're catching these big fish, it gets to be a lot of fun, that's for sure. I gotta stop shivering. Once I finish this, I'm gonna head back down there. Maybe switch up my flies a little bit. Nice little rainstorm. Little ominous looking clouds behind us. I've seen a few fish kind of rolling and jumping and more activity out here, so fingers crossed.
crazy out here. These wind gusts are really picking up. I'm honestly surprised that the fishing is this slow with weather like this, but it is what it is. Well, I had to finally call it. The winds are just getting crazy out there. It's really difficult to fish when the wind's blowing in your face, then all of a sudden it's behind you, and then it's just swirling, like can't even hardly cast, and just getting blown all over the place. Good thing the topper tent is tough because these winds are wild. It just picked up my, shaking the whole truck. Goodness, dude. There's a big gust that just picked up my camp kitchen setup and launched my cast iron skillet 30 feet. So, I've got everything put away, and I decided I'm just gonna hunker down until this wind calms down a little bit. I'm actually gonna end the video right here. My group of friends are all coming today, and just, it's a very different experience being like solo and filming versus being with like your friend group and trying to film. I feel like it takes me out of the moment and kind of takes away from everybody's experience when you're just like talking to a camera and have a camera on the whole time. So what I've decided is I'm going to do a two-parter. So this is the first part, couple nights solo truck camping, and then my friends are going to get here tonight, and we're going to fish for another 3 or 4 days. So I'm going to make a video about that, but like I said, I just want the format to be a little bit different, a little bit more relaxed, and just pull the camera out whenever I feel like it, kind of thing. So if you like the truck camping stuff, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you to those that encouraged me to get back out and make another truck camping video. If you guys made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your guys' support so much. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Guitars ringing out from the top of that house. We used to rest our souls inside. Nothing lasts, memories pass. Think of home on August night. There's reasons to go, reasons to stay. Just know you'll fear it all anyway. Be still, be quiet, this world's a giant. Maybe there's a little bit of it to say.